Alright, y'all know my name's Kyo. I'm here to do this set today.
Fake hoes really get coin, homie, I said fake hoes really get coin, homie, Ay. I feel like Goku. I feel like Goku. In the kitchen whipping soul food. Little bitch, I don't know you. Little bitch,
What's good, y'all? Welcome to the second episode of the Cypher Show. I have a special guest with me tonight. I got Lil Kyo. I want to say Albany's own.
Yeah. Straight from the 5.
Straight from the 518. Like in the last 2 years, this kid's been kicking up dust. I'm talking about 2 years, but the body of work in 2 years. This kid's like working on some classics. We're still trying to keep him in the game because he gets a little tired of it. But introduce yourself, Kyo. Tell us about yourself.
Hey, first, shout out to you, man, for allowing me to even come on this and all that. But as you said, my name Kyo. I've been making music for a little over 2 years, and my first project just came out 2 years ago. The anniversary just passed, so I'm like really excited. More stuff in store always.
Yes, sir.
I'm lying.
Sir. He never knows, man. He never knows. Sometimes he feels like it. Sometimes he don't. Facts on facts. But bro, so little backstory. Tell me, how did you get into music? Like, when did you first get that bug that said, "Yo, I might want to do this"?
Music's always been in me from when I was a kid. Growing up, I come from a very non-musical family, so my parents don't play really any instruments. My brother was tone deaf as fuck. Boy could not sing, sounded like a frog. Nobody really played any instruments. Came from a really intellectual, college-bound family. So it was a little weird for them when, I was like, hey, I want to make music. But been rapping since I was a kid, been singing since I was a kid, wrote my first song when I was like 10, you know what I mean? So took some time, and just one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? I want to kind of take this shit serious. So I was like, fuck it.
Nice. So, and you could hear that with your music. As you say, you've been writing since you was 10, and you could hear that. When I say, like, yo, you've been, like, putting stuff out for the last 2 years. Yeah, you've been putting stuff out for the last 2 years. But, like, honestly, you could hear that the music's been in you for a while. Are there any artists that you would say are inspirations to your music? Any artists that kind of really pushed you to write?
Absolutely, man. So I grew up in a lot of the hip hop scene, but more contemporary than anything. So my moms would play, Rakim, Eric B. She'll play all that, and I was just like fell in love with it. But it was really like alternative music that really like pushed me into making music. Chevelle and Linkin Park, and
Chevelle.
And when I was in high school, I call it the Trinity. They really shaped me as a musician. Minus the Bear, Michael Jackson, and Childish Gambino.
Okay.
So they really like pushed me into making music.
That's crazy. Yo, little context on the ride here. We are in Kyo's like sanctuary right now.
Yeah.
All right. This is where he makes the magic. I don't have a camera on me. I got the camera on Key. But I'm gonna give you a 360 of the studio when I do get a chance. This is where he makes the magic at all by himself. I know I'm going off the subject of Childish. I'm gonna get back to Childish, but no, let me get back to. I'll get back to Childish. I'll get back to Childish, because I'm thinking about the fact that this is your sanctuary and that you create everything like from scratch on your own.
Yeah.
How is that? Like, for the people who don't know what it's like to make a record, because this is important for those people that really want to look at interview shows because they want to know the background of musicians. How is it to how is the album making process for you?
Stressful. Stressful. The only album I felt happy making was the Lana tape. San Bernardino, I had something to prove. Slump, I was horribly depressed. Slump, you know?
Got you.
And Fen, I was just still I went through a pretty bad breakup and stuff like that. So, Fen was a really, really hard time for me.
Oh wow.
But it's so crazy, sitting down here, mixing everything, recording everything. Though, shout out P, shout out Always Been P.
Always Been P was popping.
Yeah, for producing one of the tracks on the what's the name, also for hopping on a track. Shout out to everybody who helped with the project for Finn. Whoever gave me a beat or anything for that joint, I really appreciate. I gotta shout you out. Shout out Michaela, Mitch. Shout out Amar for the trumpet. Shout out Threeses. Shout out Zaneem. Shout out Zan. Shout out Javon. Shout out Abube, aka Recon. Shout out everybody who helped me with this project. Kalan, Ada, Leo, Vixen, for the album art. So I would, even though I sat here and I made a lot of the stuff myself and I mixed everything myself, I would not have been able to release Fen without you guys' help. So shout out to y'all.
The ever humble Keo. Just so anybody behind the camera understands, my boy's wearing a mask because he really does not want to be famous. This is seriously, he loves the music to death. The Project Lana, you mentioned the Project Lana, right?
Yeah.
What was, because, I can't let that one pass. What was the emotions behind that? Because you said that was a easier project to make. What was the inspiration behind it? Is there a song, I'm going to dig deep. Is there a song in there that's real personal?
I would have to say the intro, 16 Hearts, and the outro, Breakfast in Calabasas.
I kind of knew.
Yeah. It was real personal. Yeah. But most of that album was just very much just I was very happy in a lot of it, and it was one of the first times I actually sat down and recorded myself on FL.
Oh wow.
With that project. So yeah, it was definitely it was an experience, and even though I wish some of the mixes were better, it was just to sit down and be yo, this is a project that I pretty much did by myself, with the exception of a couple of hands in it, Zan and Conan, who definitely helped out with that project. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Oh man, man, y'all people gotta really listen to this kid. I'm gonna play some of his music in the intro, and then I'll try to get him to perform for us. But honestly, you gotta listen to this kid's music. I call him a genre bender, like how you're an airbender, the genre bender.
Niggas watching Avatar and shit.
Oh yeah. And segue. You told me before we started taping that you're a comic book fan.
Oh, huge, man.
Love caveats like this. who is your favorite character? Do you have give me two, because it's hard to have one.
All right, so I know I'm gonna sound really head ass with this, but Spider-Man and Wolverine are my favorite. But that's
Perfect
because they're
choices.
just so like they're amazing. I
Perfect
love
choices.
I love Peter Parker, but more of the fact I love Miles Morales because I'm black and Dominican, and
Oh, okay.
you know, having somebody that's black and of Hispanic heritage is just like it. I can look at him and be like, yo, I can wake up and be Miles Morales today.
Facts.
As a kid, I used to swing from my curtains and do all types of shit
Yo.
and be like, grab ropes and be like, I'm Spider-Man.
Yo,
But like,
yo.
I never could really get into the full idea of being Spider-Man because, like, you know, no offense, that nigga white.
This is
nigga white.
facts. These are facts.
But you know, when you finally get to see a superhero that look like you, that comes from you come from Brooklyn, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So it's like my family's from Brooklyn, and to see somebody that look like me, talk like me, walk like me, and is in like, you know, has that outlook on life that's similar to me, it really just makes me feel like, damn, like I could be Miles Morales, and apply that into my whole life, you know. Every nigga can be a superhero.
I love. Yo, that's a song. That is actually a song. It's every nigga's a star. That's the song I'm thinking of. But maybe Keo's got to create that track. Every nigga's a superhero. He feels like Goku. We gonna segue to that. New single. I feel like Goku.
Yes.
What for all of us Dragon Ball Z fans, he gave us like love right there, because I'm playing the new Kakarot game.
Yeah.
And he drops that, like, Kakarot's been out for a couple years, but it's new to me because I just bought it. And then he drops I Feel Like Goku. So tell us a little bit of backstory of that track.
So I actually was listening to it's gonna sound wow sus. I was listening to Lil Throat Goat.
Yo, I've heard of this guy. I've actually heard of this guy, so he's real. Little Throat Goat is real.
I was bumping Lil Throat Goat.
I'm not hating.
And-
I've heard of this guy.
Yo, pause, no bear claws, nigga. I was bumping Lil Throat Goat, and I was like, yo, this beat is hard.
Yes.
So I was like, yo, let me see if I can make something that sounds like not like it, but gives off that same energy. So I just like threw on, sat down on my computer as soon as I stopped listening to it, and I played like some chords, and then I was like, yo, let me add mad video game sounds to this, made the beat. So that whole beat from scratch. And then I was like, yo, while I'm making the beat, I'm like, yo, I feel like Goku, yeah, in the kitchen whipping soul food. And I'm like, yo, that's hard. So I just start taking mad sound bites from Goku, Dragon
Yes.
Ball, the original no dub. I'm talking about sub type shit, the shit that came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
Grabbing some of the American dub from it and putting it in, and I was like, yo, let's tie this together and let's make a hit about feeling like Goku, nigga. Like,
Okay.
we Super Saiyans out in this bitch. Like, we over here, we fly, we black, we all up on this shit. You
Yes,
feel me?
sir.
So
Yes, sir. Fire. You're from Albany.
yeah.
How was it growing up in Albany, and how was it? I know that me and you was on the same music scene in the last couple years.
Yeah.
But what was your perspective of the music scene of Albany? And the reason I'm asking you this, of course, it's an interview show, and I want to give people the reason I did this show is I want people to understand what goes on in the underground.
Yeah.
That the underground is popping. That's number one. That the dopest artists are still underground, and you guys gotta follow and share so you can pull them up. You want to hear the real? You gotta follow and share Lil Kyo. We definitely gonna put all his stuff up. But sorry to get away from the question.
No,
but
you're
what
fine.
how do you feel about the 518 scene in music right now? No negative, and you're not a negative person. I asked this question to somebody else. Dude, this shit whack. But how do you feel about the 518 music scene as it stands now?
I think that the scene is really developed for certain areas. I wish it would be bigger in certain other areas, to where people are moving a little bit more as a unit, because like, can't nobody hear, a whisper, you know? We gotta make screams, we gotta shout, and if everybody's whispering in unison, or it's gonna sound like a shout, but if everybody
facts.
whispering apart, we can't get nowhere. But that's the only thing that is not negative, but just like
No, not at all.
something that you know I peeped up on. But however, the music scene, I've met so many great people in this music scene, genre, soul. This guy right here, Speed,
Speed.
P, Zan. I've met amazing people in the scene,
You
and
met Zan in the scene.
Yes.
Get out of here. You guys are like brothers. Like,
yes,
wow.
I just met amazing people here, and it's great when you're around them. Even people that aren't even in the rap scene. I'm just talking about rap scene. I know Treasure Cove. Shout out them.
Okay.
They make like indie pop alternative music. They're great. Tom is great. Evan is great. Please check them out.
Please
out
check them out.
Treasure Cove, man.
Yes.
They're amazing. My boy Austin, he's in multiple bands right now. He's in the noise and rock scene, so it's like really cool, like chopping it up with him, and it's just really cool to see all these kids and all these people in this scene really just get together and go nuts, man.
Nice.
That's what it is.
Facts on facts on facts. What's coming next for Kyo? What's Kyo's next adventure? What is there a new project? Is
Nothing.
There,
Nothing.
comic book?
Nothing.
I'm trying to sneak. I'm gonna probably make him like 10 beats and hope he like 5 of them and be like, yo, just let's start a new project.
I'll probably like all of them. Man.
But you said you're creating a comic book yourself.
Yeah.
Do you have like a concept behind it? Is there like already a plot? Is there?
Yes, there's plots, there's characters. I already have all the characters flashed out, even the main characters to the side characters to the villains of the story and how they get their powers, all types of stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been in the works for years.
Oh wow.
So music kind of sidetracked it.
Yeah, as it always does. As it always does.
But it's I mean, I've shared this idea to a couple people and I've shown them the character sketches and
Nice.
I think I got it. I got it.
Okay. Keo's just, man, what does Keo not do? What do you not do? Do you play instruments, Keo?
Play a little bit of drums.
I was about to say.
Yeah. If you was there, I know you wasn't there at John was joint, but
I'm like pissed I missed it. I really am. Like, I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning to do this interview.
yeah.
Get everything together for this interview. And sorry to segue away from the interview, but I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, get everything ready for the interview. I take a nap at like 1, 2 o'clock. This show starts at 3. I wake up and I see freaking Keo like, yo, where you at? And I'm like, oh shit, Pro's gonna kill me. I'll call him in a couple, and I still gotta call you, Pro. Kill me later, bro.
I mean, things happen sometimes, so it's never any biggie, you know.
Nah, I know with Pro, that dude is just a workaholic, so he's gonna have another 8 shows this summer. That's gonna be crazy.
Best believe, yo, if y'all in the area and y'all see Pro, please go to his shows. Please show that nigga love. Please show that brother love. He's given me so much love and he's helped me out so much in my journey to even I know I'm still an indie artist, but he's helped me out so much. So like if y'all fuck with me, go fuck with him, please.
Facts. No Genre Productions. Definitely fuck. Yo, listen, man. He introduced me to this whole Albany scene. Honestly, he's just a dude that loves music so much that it's like,
it's overbearing.
yes. He would say it exactly how you just said it too. He'll talk in a calm voice, and then he'd be like, "It's overbearing." It's fucking driving me crazy. So all right, you got the Goku single out. Are you just like kind of gonna drop singles until you feel something? What, like project wise, because I kind of, you told me a little bit about what you got bubbling, but we know we could lose you any day at the same time. This shit could piss you off and you could be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, how about this bitch?
So any like thing that's like, all right, if I do stay in this, I got like two bullets waiting. What's going on?
So, now depending on if I drop it, I do have multiple projects in the background.
Yes, he
multiple,
does.
like 4 or 5.
Yes, he does.
So it's just sitting here, and I'm just waiting for it to release it whenever. Sorry, I feel like it. Sorry.
He's not lying. We got the couple new tracks. It's like, oh shit, Kyo back.
Yeah.
I ran into Kyo at a Mike Larry Draw event, and Kyo was like, I'm back. But he said it like with a low voice, like, yo, just so you know, I'm back. Then like kept it moving. This nigga Kyo.
You got a Danny Phantom this shit, you're.
Oh man, but what's next? Like tours, like shows.
There's a show popping up.
Yes.
On Saturday the 11th. We running that bitch. It's gonna be me, Zan, P, and Ricky Bandana. Shout out Ricky Bandana for making quality music.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out. I wish I could talk more to him, but like he's so hard to catch. But nah, for real, shout
He'll
out.
be
Ricky.
there on the 11th. He'll
Yes,
be there on the
sir.
11th.
But yeah, like you got a show coming up. I'm dropping a new album.
Yes.
15 to 16 tracks of nothing but that
Yes.
good hype shit to get your blood boiling. So that's what my boy Dia Nazi, Dia.
Dia, okay.
Yeah, shout out Dia, my boy from Canada, running it up there. And yeah, we just went halfsies on a project, and we about to drop that bitch, and we gonna try and make some history, man.
My boy dropped 15 tracks. You know how much I love a 15-track album. Like, everything is EPs. Everybody's giving you just a little bit of it.
Nah, I'm gonna give you all of it.
My boy dropped
Shorty.
15 tracks. Where could they find you? I'm gonna post everything he's about to tell y'all on the video. I know it's gonna be one-sided. The audio is gonna be the most important, and maybe we could get a performance the day of the show. I'll tape that. That'll work for you?
Yeah,
Cause that'll make my black ass come to the show. And I won't have to put you on the spot to perform for me now. So it's a win-win situation there. Cause my ass is coming. I'm coming. But is it a secret location?
it's a secret location for right now.
Okay.
But you know, if y'all want to come, just DM me.
We'll be in Albany.
Yes, we'll be in Albany. We'll be in, like the Quail area. So,
Yes, sir.
just DM me if you want to come.
Word.
And I'll send the Addy.
Yeah, we'll send the Addy. We'll send you a Uber.
Yeah.
If you want.
I put up
what you
on my
paying for
shit.
it though?
I said, look, it's only $5, but if you come, I'll just get you a soda. How about that? If
Pay
you
the
don't-
$5, man. Come on, support.
Yeah.
Kyo, and Kyo's bringing out. He's bringing out some heavy hitters. He's bringing out all his equipment. It's $5.
Yeah.
All right.
We gonna make sure that you remember this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put on for the 5, man. We gotta start shouting in the 5. You know?
Yes.
So, but talented artists. Shout out O's. Shout out Vel. Like again, shout out Speeg. Shout out 3.
Yes.
Shout out Ali.
Ali, Rakim Ali,
Shout out
man.
Ali.
He's one of the future guests of this show.
Yeah. He's definitely a great person to work with. I was fortunate enough that I was working with Speeg on Sand Burn, and Speeg's real close with Ali, and I actually got a feature from him for that.
Nice.
Yeah, so
nice.
that went hard. Definitely one of my favorites. You know, so bump Ali shit. He just dropped a new project or whatever. So
Yes.
bump that shit.
Yes. Just graduated college.
Yes, sir.
Dude is, oh man, a beast. Bro, where could we find you at? This man he really does not want to be famous. So follow his Instagram now so you can find out the next Instagram because he's gonna shut that shit down.
I'm not gonna hold you. I just might.
But where can they find you at, bro?
You can find me at XR underscore LIL underscore KYO. All lowercase, so XR underscore Lil underscore Kyo. And you can find me on all platforms: Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, SoundCloud under Lil Kyo XR.
Yes, sir. Go to Kyo's go to Kyo's Instagram and hit, what do they call them pages again? I'm so old, bro.
Just hit my my sound whip or my
Yes,
my
that's
links.
what I was
hit
going
my
for.
links.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. So go to his Instagram. Say it again. Give it to him just one more time.
XR underscore Lil underscore Kyo.
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 All lowercase. Go to his Instagram page. It'll take you to the link to all his music. I really want y'all to like give this grown man, I was gonna say get his kid a shot, because I'm 36 now, right? But give this talented dude a listen, man. It really will change your perspective of music. If you're like 40 years old saying, "Oh, music sucks," here you go. 26 years old.
Bump Finn.
Bump Finn. Bump San Bernardino, take it back.
Yeah.
Come to Finn, definitely bump Finn. Like, definitely bump Finn. I was just telling him about Childish Band. There we go.
Childish Gambino.
Before we go, Childish Gambino. We was talking about Before the Internet, one of my favorite albums of all time, of all freaking time.
Because
Yes,
the internet. Yeah.
of all time. How does Childish Gambino, shout out to you, you may never watch this interview, but how has he influenced? Give us a Childish Gambino story. I know you got one.
Yo, so actually my boy, his name Belvin. Shout out to Belvin too. He make music. He gonna be on the next album as well.
Belvin, what's up?
He dropping shit too. But me and Belvin are childhood friends. We go back until we're like 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? So we were like 14, 15, and I pulled up to his house. This is like iPod Touch time, you feel me? Like second gen type shit, you feel me? iTunes was still popping. He had bought one of his first albums. He had bought Camp from Childish Gambino. And homie, I came over and I had heard Childish Gambino before, but I was really on my head ass shit. I was like, yo, like, if it ain't Heartbeat, I don't want to hear it.
Word.
But he had pulled me up and he was like, yo, bro, I say this. Bump this album. Start from the first track. If you don't like the first track, turn it off. And then each track, if you don't like it, stop right there.
That's a lot. That's a lot to say.
Yeah. He was like, if you don't like the track, stop it right there and I'll understand. And I was like, you know what? Just to prove him wrong, I was like, I'm gonna fucking hate this album. And I played the first track and I was like, wow, that's different. Then I played the second track and I was like, damn, this nigga good.
Word.
Third, the fourth, I played that whole album, no skips.
Ooh. Wow.
And I was like, Belvin, you just gave me one of the greatest albums ever. And he shaped the way I rap. He shaped a lot of stuff. Like, I'm an individual in the way I do stuff, but if it wasn't for Childish Gambino, I would not be making music the way I do.
Oof. That's it. Yo, listen. Childish is multi-talented. Kyo, multi-talented. Thanks for just Thanks for joining the ciphers, Kyo. Thanks for coming on. I really, as I'm telling y'all, I know y'all can't see me right now. Really look out for this kid. XR, right? XR underscore LIL underscore KYO underscore after?
No underscore.
No underscore after, all right? XR underscore LIL underscore KYO.
Yeah.
Key, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yes, sir.